Our needs vary because we put everything on a network. There is not any type of communication that doesn't go on separate networks. It goes all on our networks. We've been doing business with Cabletron now in Enterasys since the early 1990s. We primarily have stayed with that company and continue to buy a lot of product from that company because the manageability of what we get from the solutions we get from Enterasys, the ability to manage the hardware, the software that is we get, and it is much more extensive than any other company we can do business with. We have found through many times going in our test lab with hardware and new management software that it meets some of our very stringent requirements for ability to not only handle the ability to manage the network itself, but also to provide extensive ability to manage what's on the network. We're one of the biggest network access control NAC solution, NAC installations in the world, and we've worked very hard with Enterasys to get that product to where it is. We are doing most of that on not only their newest products, their newest switches, but some switches we've had for 10 years from this same company. That's most certainly a return on investment where you can say that products you've had for that long, you can do your latest technology and provide an additional prong to our security. The programmability of the products, the switches, the routing, the wireless, the management software, it's very extensive and provides us a level of getting at what's going on the network in a way that we could not have otherwise. It provides us a granular way to have control on all that traffic out there. I think one of the other most useful things about the Enterasys product set is that anyone can work with it and integrate it into other vendors' products. So we are a multi-vendor environment. We do some routing in our ResNet network with Enterasys, but our primary routing is from Cisco. And we have wireless from 3 wireless vendors, including Aruba, Cisco, and Enterasys. And we find ways to make all that work together and work together seamlessly and happily. The Gartner Group has noted that in many cases that if you stick with one vendor, you will pay a lot more for your whole networking effort. And we feel like the return that we get by blending the products we blend, even though we spend a lot of money with Enterasys and buy a lot of products, we feel like the blending of what we do with the various vendors gives us the best bang for our buck going forward. Historically, what has happened to us is that we have, time and time again, when we were at a point of refresh, we have always examined what was going on by very difficult, stringent requirements, by putting things in a lab, by putting things out in production to require those products to produce. And in most cases, through the years, Enterasys has produced for us. I'll close by saying that a couple of years ago we had a study of our network as part of a larger study of the university to look for efficiencies in the university. I had one of the people who was doing that study take me aside and say that they had never gone anywhere where someone didn't trash the network, where a major player who they interviewed didn't say, the network's bad. In other words, we didn't have any of the major players that they interviewed by that review group. It was a multi-million-dollar review of our university and our business processes. We didn't have anyone who trashed our network. That's a testimony to us, and it's also a testimony to the products and solutions we've chosen over time. And Enterasys is part of that.